If you've opened a GPU listing in 2026 and felt your soul leave your body, you're in the right place. We're breaking down the 12 best graphics cards. Every budget, every build style, every kind of gamer covered. No marketing fluff, no sponsored picks. Stay till the end. Trust me, it's worth it. All the product links are chilling down in the description, so go ahead and check them out. If this video helped you out, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell like it owes you money, so you never miss our latest drops. Alright, no more waiting. Let's dive right into the list. Starting the list at number 12, ASUS Dual Nvidia GeForce RTX 3050. You're building your first PC on a tight budget. You don't need ultra, you need playable. That's where this card lives. The 3050 6GB runs on a single 75-watt slot, no extra power cable, no PSU upgrade, just plug and play. It handles Valorant and Overwatch at smooth 1080p 60 frames easy. DLSS support keeps modern games watchable. Around $170 puts it in reach of any first build. The honest weakness: AAA titles at high settings will choke it cold. For a starter rig that just needs to game without drama, this card delivers. Number 11, GIGABYTE GeForce RTX 5060 WINDFORCE OC. Stepping up from entry level without breaking the bank, that sweet spot is what this card was built for. The 5060 WINDFORCE pushes 1080p Ultra and dips into 1440p with DLSS 4 doing the heavy lifting. Dual fans keep it under 65 degrees in long sessions, no thermal throttling halfway through your raid. 8 gigs of GDDR7 means future titles get treated right. Around $320 makes it the upgrade most people should actually buy. The catch? 8 gigs is borderline for 1440 pence with heavy textures. For mainstream gamer chasing long-term value, straight up no-brainer. Number 10, ASRock Intel Arc, a 380 challenger. Imagine spending under $130 on a brand new graphics card and not getting laughed at. That's what this card pulls off. The A380 Challenger is tiny, runs cool with a low-profile dual-fan design, and slots into builds where you didn't think a GPU could fit. It handles 1080p esports comfortably and crushes media work. The AV1 hardware encoder beats cards twice the price for streaming and editing. Around $120 makes the math obvious. The trade-off, driver support, has improved but isn't perfect. For budget builds and content side hustles, this card earns its place. Number 9, GIGABYTE GeForce RTX 5070 WINDFORCE OC. The 1440p sweet spot for 2026, high refresh, the kind of crisp gameplay that justifies your monitor upgrade. The 5070 WINDFORCE delivers it without making your wallet cry. 12 gigs of GDDR7 DLSS, 4 multi-frame gen, triple fan cooler whisper quiet at full load. You hear the game, not the rig. Cyberpunk maxed at 1440p with frame gen, over 100 frames easy. Around $600 puts you in flagship territory from 2 years ago. The weakness, 12 gigs at 4K, feels tight. For 1440p gamers chasing real performance without overpaying, this is the move. Number 8, Sparkle Intel Arc B570 Guardian OC. You want 1080p Ultra without selling a kidney, Intel heard you. The B570 Guardian punches way above its class. Battlemage architecture turned this into a budget surprise nobody saw coming. 10 gigs of VRAM at this price is unheard of. Modern AAA titles at 1080p Ultra hit smooth 60 plus consistently. Triple fan Guardian Shroud keeps thermals in check during 3-hour sessions. No fan ramp drama. Around $240 and frequently sold out for a reason. The trade-off, driver maturity, still trails Nvidia and AMD on legacy titles. For new builders who want serious 1080p performance cheap, this card swings. Number 7, PNY GeForce RTX 4090. A 4090 in a 2026 list? Yes. Here's why this card refuses to die quietly. It still beats most modern cards at 4K with ease. 24 gigs of GDDR6X means you never hit a VRAM bottleneck. Gaming, AI workloads, 3D rendering, this thing eats it all. Cyberpunk, maxed at 4K with path tracing, still hits playable frames. Pricing has settled around $1,500 on the used market, and actually reasonable for what you get. The catch, power hungry and physically massive, your case better fit it. For anyone grabbing one at a fair price, still flagship tier. Number 5 is where Blackwell genuinely flexes. Number 6, ASUS dual GeForce RTX 4060V 20C. You game at 1080p 60 frames. You're not chasing 4K dreams. You want performance that holds up over years. This card was made for exactly that. The dual 4060 V2 is compact, runs cool with a refreshed dual fan shroud, slides into pretty much any case. DLSS 3 frame gen extends its life into modern AAA titles way past what specs suggest. 8 gigs of GDDR6, low power draw, runs on a 550 watt PSU comfortably, around $290 and zero drama. The catch, 8 gigs is borderline for new releases. For the 1080p crowd that values stability over hype, this card delivers. Number 5, ASUS Prime GeForce RTX 5070 Ti IOC. Now we're getting serious. The 5070 Ti Prime, where 1440p Ultra becomes the floor and 4K the ceiling you can actually live with. 16 gigs of GDDR7 means texture-heavy titles never blink. DLSS 4 multi-frame gen pushes Cyberpunk past 120 frames at 1440p with path tracing on, performance that ruins lower tier cards for you forever. The Prime triple fan cooler stays under 70 degrees during marathons. Around $850 feels rich until you watch it work. The catch, availability still spotty. For 1440p chasers and 4K dabblers, this is the smart money play. Number 3 is when this list shifts gears entirely. Number 4, ASUS dual GeForce RTX 5060. Now we're in current gen territory at a price that doesn't hurt. The dual 5060 is your gateway into Blackwell, DLSS 4, and full ray tracing. It plays AAA at 1080p Ultra and handles 1440p with frame gene on. 8 gigs of GDDR7, compact dual fan shroud, fits small form factor builds where bigger cards refuse to go. Around $330 feels fair. The catch, 8 gigs at 1440p with ray tracing pushes limits. For new builders going Blackwell on a budget, this card opens the door. We're halfway through, and the back half of this best graphics cards 2026 list gets genuinely ridiculous. Number 3, ASUS Prime GeForce RTX 5080 OC Edition, top 3. This is where the 2026 GPU conversation changes shape. The 5080 Prime is genuine 4K territory. 16 gigs of GDDR7, full Blackwell stack, DLSS 4 multi-frame gen, turning impossible scenes into smooth gameplay. Cyberpunk maxed at native 4K with path tracing, north of 90 frames consistently. Triple fan Prime cooler stays under 72 degrees for hours. Around $1,100 puts you in Halo territory without flagship madness. The catch, 16 gigs feels future tight. For 4K enthusiasts who want flagship performance without flagship pricing, this is your card. Number 2, GIGABYTE Radeon RX 7600 XT. Plot twist, number 2 proves you don't need Nvidia to win. This Radeon 7600 XT is AMD doing what AMD does best, maximum performance per dollar. 16 gigs of GDDR6 at this price is unheard of from the green team. 1080p Ultra at high frame rates feels easy. 1440p high settings, comfortable. Triple fan WINDFORCE stays under 70 degrees during back-to-back matches. Around $330 gets you twice the VRAM of similarly priced Nvidia options. The trade-off, ray tracing, still trails Nvidia. For value-focused gamers who want VRAM headroom, this card wins. Finally, number 1 of our list, ASUS ROG Astral GeForce RTX 5090 White OC Edition. Okay, this is it, the card I kept coming back to the entire time we built this list. The ROG Astral 5090 White OC isn't just a graphics card, It's a statement piece that obliterates every benchmark you throw at it. 32 gigs of GDDR7 quad fan Astral cooling with independent fan monitoring, stays under 65 degrees pushing full Blackwell power, native 8K gaming, 4K maxed at 240 frames, AI workloads that finish in minutes. The clean, white aesthetic turns any build into a centerpiece. Around $2,800, yes. That requires explaining to your significant other the catch, physically massive and demanding a beefy PSU. For builders who want absolute zero compromise, there's nothing else in the conversation. That's our 12 best graphics cards of 2026, every tier, every wallet covered. If this list saved you a regret buy, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Drop a comment with your current rig and the card you're eyeing. I read all of them. Links are in the description. Build something you love using. Catch you in the next one.